Group 3 presentation, Ocean Acidification and El Nino and El Nina.
Ocean acidification refers to a reduction in the Philippines of the ocean over an extended period of the time caused primarily by uptake of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Ocean acidification is affecting the entire world ocean including coastal estuaries and waterways. Many economies are dependent on fish and shellfish and other worldwide rely on food from ocean as their primary source of protein.
Ocean acidification is a change in the properties of ocean water that can be harmful for plants and animals. Scientists have observed that the ocean is becoming more acidic and its water absorb carbon dioxide from atmosphere. Cause Ocean acidification is mainly caused by carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere dissolving into the ocean. This leads to a lowering of the water qualities, making the ocean more acidic. Carbon dioxide is being produced faster than nature can remove it, so increasing amounts are being absorbed by the ocean. Effect: Ocean acidification reduces the amount of carbonate, a key building block in the seawaters. This makes it more difficult for marine organisms, such as coral and some planktons, to form their shell and skeleton, and existing shell may begin to dissolve.
Some examples of cause and effects of ocean acidification. Sea urchin and oyster larvae will not develop properly when acidity is increased. In another example, fish larvae lose their ability to smell and avoid predators. The vulnerability of larvae means that while organisms may be able to reproduce, their offspring may not reach adulthood. While fish don't have shells, they will still feel the effects of acidification because the surrounding water has a lower pH. A fish shells often come into balance with the seawater by taking in carbonic acid.
Ocean acidification slows the rate at which coral reefs produce calcium carbonate, thus slowing the growth of coral skeletons as it destroys coral reefs.
Ways on how to address ocean acidification. We can stop ocean acidification by cutting carbon pollution drastically and immediately. We are exerting a massive influence in the oceans with unpredictable and potentially catastrophic consequences if we continue to pollute. The most effective way to limit ocean acidification is to act on climate change, implementing solutions to dramatically reduce the use of fossil fuels. If we dramatically cut our global warming emissions and we limit future warming, we can significantly reduce the harm.
El Niño is a climate pattern that describes the unusual warming of surface water in the eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. El Niño is the warm phase of the large phenomenon called the El Niño Southern Oscillation. Cause of the El Niño occur when the water builds up along the equator in the eastern Pacific. The warm ocean surface warm the atmosphere which allow moisture-rich air to rise and develop into rainstorm. Effect of El Niño. This led to weather conditions then unusual in the southern USA and warm and direct condition in the northern. El Niño also has a strong effect on marine life of the Pacific coast.
Climate change. El Niño conditions can cause a wide range of health problems, including disease outbreaks, malnutrition, heat, stress, and respiratory disease. Dryland. Areas that suffer from high water scarcity, mainly due to limited rainfall and high temperatures, as well as frequent droughts and heat waves. Death of animals. due to rising temperatures and limited rainfall affect food sources, water access, and more. It may cause the ecosystems to become uninhabitable for animals living in that area. Reason why wildlife forced to migrate their usual pattern of their living conditions that can also causing to some animals to die.
Ways on how to address planting of drought-resistant crops. Promote the planting of crops that are resistant to drought and low rainfall, such as rice, potatoes, and mungo. Irrigation system adjustment. Implement projects to improve irrigation system to be more water efficient and more effective during El Nino. Fire prevention. Strengthen regulations on waste burning and fire use to reduce fire risk during El Nino.
El Nino.
A natural climate pattern that occurs in the Pacific Ocean. It is a cooling of the water in the eastern and central equatorial Pacific that result in a shift in atmospheric condition and global weather patterns. La Niña is the opposite of El Nino, which is characterized by warming of the Pacific Ocean.
El Nino.
La Niña. This phenomenon occurs when the easterly trade winds get stronger and blow more warm water west, allowing cold water below the sea surface to push towards the top near the South American coast to replace the warm water. This therefore means that the easterly trade winds are to be blamed for partly causing La Niña. El Nino is the opposite of La Niña.
Effect of La Niña.
Increased rainfall. Warmer oceans increase the amounts of water that evaporates into the air. When more moisture-laden air moves over land or converges into storm system, it can produce more intense precipitation. Floods. Floods are the most frequent type of natural disaster and occur when an overflow of water submerges land that is usually dry. Floods are often caused by heavy rainfall, rapid snowmelt, or a storm surge from a tropical cyclone or tsunami in coastal areas. Increased fishing. Commercial fishing operation means the catching, taking, or harvesting of fish from the marine environment or other areas where marine mammals occur that results in the sale or barter of all or part of the fish harvested.